Alright guys, I know I haven't uploaded a video in a couple months, and about to explain why. So I've been working on the car. It looks a lot different. I have now a cold air system intake, new wheels, new tires, new emblems, a wing. I have a wing on the car now. The interior looks new. It's still a tan interior, which I hate. I hate it. I'm actually changing it out. So this beam right here, all the beams in the car are gonna be black. The interior, or the roof is gonna be black. The only thing that's gonna continue to be tan is my light setup right here. This whole light setup, this whole plastic part is gonna remain black. Because I don't have anything else to put in its place. I literally can't get my hands on anything black for that. I might wrap it same color as my center console. And my center console is blue with red trim. Other than that, I don't know what else I'm going to do to the interior. Probably a racing seat for the driver's side. And maybe a racing seat for the passenger side. Probably get some RS seats. As you guys may know, this is a 2016 Ford Focus Hatchback SE. It's got the leather interior, the luxury package. All leather interior, leather steering wheel, leather dash, leather seats, leather doors, everything. I think the only thing on here that's not leather is or plastic is the floor, which is carpet. Which honestly I've been thinking, and I don't know anyone else who's done this, but I'm thinking about doing hardwood flooring in the interior of the car. Now the only issue with that is there's a lot of curves, so I would have to, I don't know how I would want to, honestly I don't know how I would work that, but it's just an idea. Now, I have a new front bumper coming in, a new rear bumper, a new exhaust system, new tail lights that are smoked out and they're LED, new headlights that are smoked out and LED, a spacer kit, fender flares, twin turbo setup, and mind you, this is an automatic. This is an automatic with a dual clutch in it. By dual clutch, I mean the transmission has a clutch in it. There's an automatic clutch plate and clutch pads. Because this has a sport manual setting in it. So it does not take transmission fluid. It does not take regular ATF. It takes gear oil that you would put in a manual trans. I didn't find this out until I was throwing a new engine in and I had to refill the transmission. That being said, as soon as my little brother's out of school, I'm going to be borrowing his car. That way I can drop my transmission, send it off to a trans shop to get it worked on and get them to basically turn it into a built transmission. So by the time I get the transmission back, it should be able to handle I want to say 700 horsepower. Easily 700 horsepower. Now the car is not going to be making that much horsepower. I'm gonna basically tune the car up with the turbos, with the intake, with the fuel system. I'm gonna tune it up to make 415, 420, somewhere in there. If I can hit 400 horsepower with matching torque, I'll be happy. Because right now I have to rev it up a few times just for the torque to like be there and so I can launch. And I can't do a launch from a dig, which is irritating me. Because a lot of people are lights or like revving their engines, and I'll rev mine, and mine with a cold air intake on it right now, it sounds mean, it sounds aggressive and everything, and they're like, oh, let's race. I'm like, okay. So I'll bump it down into sport, flip it to manual, and at that point, the shifting is all up to me. The car doesn't shift unless I get up to 7,000 RPM, which 6,500 is when the dotted red line starts. 7,000 is when a solid red line starts. I'm still on the works about getting a camera. I have a laptop so I can start editing videos, but I need to get a camera first. But I kind of neglected the channel a little bit, and I'm sorry for that. A lot of stuff has been going on in my life. A lot of personal stuff has been going on in my life and my work, and between me and my family. My parents are moving, and I might be moving into a house that's on the property with my parents. So I'd be a lot closer to the thing that I grew up with, horses being one of them. Horses and the trees. I long to be surrounded by trees. I mean, my work has trees on one side of it, and two sides of my property at my work there's trees. I love it. When I have to go out back to pick up a car, I'm in heaven because I'm surrounded by trees. And I spent 22 years of my life surrounded by trees. It calms me down. Hearing water calms me down. That's why every morning when there's a light reflecting in the window. But every morning when I don't work, or if I have a late in, I'll go to the lake and I'll just sit there on the hood of I'll just stand right in front of my car and listen to the water running. Listen to the water hitting the bank and hitting rocks, and just hearing that flow of water calms me down. Working on cars calms me down. Working with horses, that one really calms me down. Because as you guys may not know, I showed horses for 14 years of my life. I was at the King County Fair in Enumclaw, Washington, 14 years in a row. Showed there. I went to the Washington State Fair in Puyallup, 7 years in a row from 2010 to 2016. So if you count 2010, it's 7 years. I have hundreds of ribbons. I can't count how many ribbons I have. It's way too much to count. I'm not one of those guys that had everything that he wanted growing up. I had to work for what I wanted, which I think is a blessing, because that means you don't take things for granted. You don't abuse, well, I shouldn't say you don't abuse things, because I've kind of beat this car up a little bit. But you don't, I mean, it's hard to explain, but working for what you have is, or working to get what you want is honestly a better way to live. It teaches you a lot of life skills that you don't get if you're just handed everything. If you're just handed everything, you're not going to learn anything. Like, I'm sorry, but you're just not going to learn anything. Okay. Let's pull up to the side. People who live where I work are very weird. That was awkward. But the one thing I'm having an issue with right now with my car is the fact that it's snowing where I live and where I work. Now, I don't have snow tires on my car. My car is I don't have snow tires on my car. My car is a front-wheel drive car. That was my phone. But I don't know, really. I mean, I have really good tires on my car, but at the same time, it's something that I'm scared to drive in is the snow. I kind of got sidetracked. My friend texted me, and I've been going back and forth with her about a photo shoot and a promo video for my car. Try to get a sponsorship for my car so I can get some of the new things that I want, like the coilovers. I forgot to mention I'm getting coilovers, and new rotors and brake calipers. And I'm getting underglow for at car shows and like car meetups and everything like that. I won't be running them when I'm on the street, mainly because my car isn't nice enough to be running them on the street. Besides, it is illegal to do that. I know definitely on the highway it is. I don't know about in certain cities, but I'm not going to run them on the highway or the city. I'm just going to have them off and only have them on when I'm like hanging out with friends outside by our cars or going to car meets or car shows. I just thought I might update you guys on this, my car and my situation I'm going through right now. It is a time-consuming one, the position I'm in right now, because I'm slightly trying to go back to school. But I thought I might just update you guys on this, and hope you guys don't hate me.